It's going to be a good one.
What up, all you food truckers, foodies, and foodpreneurs out there in street food land? It is another Tuesday edition of Food Trucker Magazine. Welcome, everybody. If you're tuning in out there, we got a bunch of stuff we're going to be covering tonight if you're in the food truck world, namely what's happening this coming Saturday at the Monkey Bar and Grill here in downtown Mainville. If you guys know anything about Greater Cincinnati's market, the Monkey Bar and Grill in Mainville is a very active environment for food trucks, to say the least. So this coming Saturday, March 13th, starting at 10 a.m. with Kegs and Eggs, we have a number of great food trucks that are going to be participating. And what would arguably be one of the first food truck rallies since, hell, if you got to go into, well, we were closed January, February, March, really didn't get into a food truck rally at all last year in 2020. So really the last food truck rally would have been the fall of 2019.
Wow.
So that's hard to believe, actually.
Wow.
I didn't even realize that myself till just now. I'm like, there ain't been a food truck rally in a year and a half, man. What's up?
Wow.
So, anyways, Governor DeWine kind of has loosened up the requirements, I guess you'd say, from some facilities. And one of those, I guess you would say, stipulations is that, we can now do gatherings of X amount of people. And so we anticipate a really good socially distanced environment down there at the Monkey Bar. You're still required to wear your masks if you're out up and about. But once you're at your tables and sitting there with all the fabulous food that we hope you order from the food trucks, you guys can partake, and there's going to be all kinds of drink specials. Now, we were going to have little Miss Whitney come on to the podcast, but she is in one of her, I don't know, kickboxing classes or so right now, and talk about it. So we are going to fill you in on the details. So starts at 10 a.m. Kegs and Eggs. Here's the rundown of the trucks that are going to be participating Saturday. There's been a couple added since we last talked about this event. So we got AJ's cheesesteaks. So if you guys have never had any of Ty's food, we recommend you guys try the deep fried cheesesteak, because that is one of my wife's favorites. And also his wings are pretty damn amazing. So winner of the inaugural mac and cheese throwdown, Mama Bear's Mac and Cheese, is going to be down there slinging all their favorites from the loaded baked potato to the buffalo mac and cheese. So if you never had their stuff, everything is made to order. So unlike a lot of food trucks out there that will buy the pan stuff and heat it up and it gets all mushy and blah, blah, blah. They actually cook your order as you place it, which is kind of nice. So, and they can do that because we put in a really big stove with 6 burners for them. So
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
So they're going to be down there. Rock and Rolls egg roll truck is going to be down there with all their favorite wrapped egg rolls. So Quad Q Barbecue is going to be there with all their smoked deliciousness. There's a new truck that we've never seen or heard of yet that's going to be set up down there called Ocelot Pizza. Our friends from down in Indiana are coming all the way up here, German Corner. Now, taking consideration that every one of these trucks is going to have an Irish-themed item on their menu. So you're going to have everything from Scotch eggs to brisket to corned beef and cabbage to Irish stew and shepherd's pies and all that kind of stuff. Everybody's got a little something that they're going to have an Irish-themed menu item to serve. So our friends up north, Lilia's Cafe, Outside Cafe, they're going to be part of this. Uproot Coffee, which is a trailer that we just helped a gentleman out here at the fabrication shop. He's going to be down there bright and early to serve up coffee for anybody that's coming down first thing in the morning. So You can get, I don't know. I stopped at the, so he's serving coffee now that is a product of Sonder Brewing Company, which is rather unique. So
That's cool.
The thing here, I always want to try and get a coffee on my way into work. And I don't want to sit in line at McDonald's because their line's like forever and a day. And you can't get into Starbucks because that's 20 cars deep.
Yep.
And so there's really not on my route to the shop a drive-through coffee place that doesn't have a line of 10, 15 cars, whether getting breakfast or coffee. So the other day, his first day of operation was Monday, and he set up in the parking lot at Sonder Brewing. And so I pull up, and it's, I don't know, it's probably about 7:30, 7:45. And he had just opened up the window because as I was pulling in the parking lot, I saw the window go up.
Oh, yeah.
And I was pretty excited for him because he's got all this nice little coffee equipment in there. It's all brand new. And it literally took me 2 minutes to get, an extra large Americano. And I said, I want triple shot of espresso.
Hey man, why didn't you get me one?
Well, Sassy Cassie picked up her trailer today and brought everybody breakfast.
What?
Yeah. See that bag of McDonald's is back there on the fabrication table?
Breakfast, sir.
Whatever. All right.
She was kind enough to bring all the guys in the shop today breakfast, which was pretty awesome of her. So if you're tuning in and listening, Miss Cassie, thank you very much for that. Django Western Tacos is going to be a part of the food truck rally. Our friends from Steak It Easy are going to be serving up all those fabulous steak tips that Logan's known for. So there is not going to be a shortage of food at the Monkey Bar this coming Saturday, March 13th. So we invite everybody that is listening to the podcast tonight. If you're in the Cincinnati market and you've been waiting for this moment to come for a year and 5 months or whatever it's been, it's here. So it's going to kind of be the unofficial kickoff to food truck season, if you will. So Saturday, March 13th, down at the Monkey Bar and Grill in Mainville. We are going to be giving away $50 in truck bucks to some lucky winner this coming Friday. So if you have not RSVP'd on the official event page, which is on the Monkey Bar's Facebook page, get on there and do it. Say that you're coming down, and one lucky person out of everybody that does that. I think at last count there was, I don't know how many people, but there was a lot. If you're one of those people, your name will be randomly selected potentially, and you'll have $50 to use at any of the trucks down there. Any of the Queen City trucks, I should put it that way. So there's a couple of them down there that aren't a part of the association, and whether or not they'll honor our truck bucks would remain to be seen. But, either way, it's going to be money you can spend down there. So the Foodies app is also going to be a player in Saturday's fest, which is essentially cashless transactions. So you can load up as much money as you think you might want to spend on food that day, and that you get from Foodies, and you don't have to exchange cash or anything, which is kind of cool.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's another everything, changing money and, signing iPads and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, that's happening this coming Saturday. So,
awesome.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good time. By the way, social media has been, responding. I think it's going to be a pretty decent crowd. So they'll be there all day, 10. And then there's live music. There's bands throughout the day. I know they've got 2 or 3 different bands set up for the whole day. So that's going to be kind of nice. So there'll be live music all day long.
Awesome.
So we're wanting to welcome a new member to the association. Just came on this morning and told him we give him a shout out today and let them know that we're happy to have them as a member. It's called Big Dogs Pizza. They're over here in Westchester.
Big Dogs. Awesome.
He's bringing his truck by tomorrow morning for us to look at it. He's got a couple of things that he wants to tweak on it, but
cool.
It's got a full-blown pizza oven in it, double pizza oven in it.
Nice.
And they have a brick and mortar over here in Westchester as well. And so they're going to be joining the association. So that'll give us a pizza truck that we can, get out to a lot of these different events that have been asking us.
Where's the pizza truck?
Where's the pizza truck? Yeah. So there you go. Where's the food truck? So we wanted to get back to something we had touched base on I don't know, what was it, 2 episodes ago, about the commission fees that a lot of these apps are charging, such as, Grubhub and DoorDash and all these guys taking advantage. I mean, some of you guys have been able to negotiate down to a 20% commission.
Yeah, but that's, come on.
No, I know.
20%. Better than 30. I got 20. Okay.
But it's still a high amount of money, especially if you're going to be doing a large amount of volume. So, and it's kind of ironic that you're a food truck on wheels, but you have somebody else delivering for you.
Yeah.
But we all know that you can't drive a 26-foot, down into the cul-de-sac and
don't
turn
dare
around,
some people. They will. They'll do it hot grease and all.
Yeah. So, you're not going to get your food to somebody every 5 minutes. Now, so we wanted to try and shop around, I guess you'd say, for different apps, different things that would give you guys the opportunity to use that technology. And we came across a platform called Orderum. So it's ORDEREM. And essentially it's a number of different apps that you can download yourself, and you can put those various elements on your phone that gives you the power of setting up your own delivery system. Now, I looked at doing it, put it down on my tablet, and went through the whole registration process. And unfortunately, there is a fee involved on a monthly basis to utilize that. But the technology that they have makes it seem as if it were your own integrated app with your own branding, with your own logo, everything. So it looks
kind of nice,
as if it were your app, like you had it created for your business. So that is one advantage, that if you are, into making sure that all your stuff is branded across all your channels, that might be an option you want to take a look at. So it's called Orderum, EM. So if you guys want to pull that up, and then we also have a friend of ours coming on here in a couple of minutes that took literally, I think, what we had discussed several weeks back on that episode to heart, and has integrated this into the Foodtruck.pub platform, which many of you guys don't know this, but your transactions and your online processing are actually being done through Foodtruck.pub, even though it might be a different platform that you're using. For example, Foodies. If you have the Foodies app and you're utilizing that to process and your transactions, they actually use the platform on Foodtruck.pub. So anyways, long story short, what we were able to find out, and we're going to find out more from the founder of Foodtruck.pub here in a second, John, is that they have taken the shipday.com platform and they've integrated it into Foodtruck.pub. So that's going to give you guys an insightful look at how you can get this done for little to no commission fees. So instead of spending 20%, now you might be able to get the starter package scenario, which is free, without paying any commissions. So then I think around the 8 o'clock hour, we've got Woody Norris coming on from Booze Pop. It's a franchise opportunity that we wanted to talk about, because even though we have a couple of, bar type mobile units that can go out and you can buy all the liquor and the booze and all that stuff, and they'll set it up and serve out of it for you as bartenders, we don't really have a mobile unit that serves what we're about to talk about with Booze Pop. So
pretty cool.
It is cool. I checked it out a little bit earlier, and I'm like, huh. So I'm pretty sure that Ohio laws are probably the same from what I understand, because knowing my experience and incorporating alcohol into food through Brew City Sausage Company, I know that you can legally put beer in food, and it is considered sellable. So without having to have a permit.
It looks like we got a caller calling in here.
Well, I think it might be our friend John. John, is that you, brother?
He hung up. hung up. Didn't like us.
Uh-oh.
Right, well,
better make sure that line's working.
We'll try it. We'll try it again.
Yeah.
Give us a call back.
So anyways, that's another thing we'll be talking about tonight. Wanted to let you guys know that we have a fabrication shop up here that we are now booking all the way out to, I think, June. We had a franchise operation approach us and committed to doing 4 mobile units, all branded. And that's going to keep us pretty busy, I think, until probably July. But we were talking about this.
All right, here we go again.
Yeah, let's see if that's John. Hey, John, is that you?
It is. How are you?
We're good, man. Sorry we missed that first call in. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good tonight. Yeah, nice day, nice weather out here today in the Pittsburgh area. Can't complain. Feels like spring already.
Yes, sir. We had it too. As a matter of fact, we were working on a nonprofits trailer out in our back lot today. So
perfect day for it.
Yeah, we have a nonprofit here in Cincinnati called Kingdom Warriors, and they go down every Monday and they feed the homeless downtown Cincinnati under the bridge. And they have a big, I don't know, it's a 24-foot trailer, but it's an open air trailer at the top. And the health department here, they want to start taking it out to other neighborhoods around the city. So our health department told them that they had to enclose, the upper half of it. And then we have to add a 3-compartment sink and a hand washing station and all that for them. So since they do such good work here in our community and give back, we decided that we would donate our time to them and, and get it done for them so they can take it out and help others in the community. But it was a gorgeous day working outside. And I'm like, man, if we could just stay like this all week, we'd be in heaven.
Yeah, right on. And that's pretty cool that you guys are doing that for them. That's nice.
Absolutely. So we were just doing the intro scenario about the whole, what we had talked about with you. I don't know, was it 3 weeks ago or so? About the shipping, delivery fees, and what all these third parties are charging, and how it's pretty hard, not just on food trucks, but it's pretty difficult for brick and mortars as well to give up that 20 and 30% commission fee these folks are charging. And so tell us, I looked up the shipday.com platform, and is it my understanding, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that platform is something that you are now integrating into foodtruck.pub. That's not your platform, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We just turned on that integration, I think it was the end of last week. So if you are a food truck who offers delivery and you've configured your food truck pub account to allow delivery orders, you can sign up for a ShipDay account. They have a free account that will actually allow you to do up to 300 delivery orders a month, which is quite a bit for free. And, you basically log in, you create a ShipDay account, you log in, you grab your API key, and then you copy paste that into Food Truck Pub under delivery settings. And then you can click a little checkbox to turn it on. And then every delivery order that gets submitted to you in Food Truck Pub will also go off to your ShipDay account. And from there, it's pretty cool. You can assign your delivery drivers to different orders. There's a ShipDay Drive app that's actually for your drivers. And that'll show them that they can basically accept or reject an order. And it has mapping and everything in there and route planning. So they do have a free offering, and then they have, I think it's called Professional, which will allow you to do, more orders, and they're only 10 cents an order after that. So that's not bad at all. But 300 you get for free. And they offer a Professional one, which will let them auto dispatch, has route optimization, and some other bells and whistles. You'd have to go to their site and see the differences in their plans. But, their starter plan is free, up to 300. So it's pretty cool.
So let me ask you this. I mean, obviously you're, the coding brain behind being able to integrate this into your platform. But if somebody wanted to set this up or not go through foodtruck.pub, they can still utilize this shipday.com platform. But what are my advantages as a food truck owner? I mean, obviously having everything under one roof, so to speak, by having the foodtruck.pub app on my phone. I've got all the order processing features that you provide. Plus, now I can integrate this. I mean, how does that work from a technology standpoint for me as a food truck operator?
So, I mean, Food Truck Pub, in a nutshell, is it's a free online ordering website and app for food truck owners. And
Right.
we do have brick and mortars that use us as well, but we're very niche to food trucks. So you basically create an account with us. You copy paste your direct ordering link onto your social media page, like Facebook. People click to place an order with you, or we have an upfront interactive map which will show all active food trucks around somebody. And you can click, view size menu, place an order. So as orders are, when you sign up for a Food Truck Pub account, you configure things under settings, and you can allow pickup and or delivery. So just like the pickup orders, if somebody submits a delivery order to you, they go into Food Truck Pub, same as always. You automatically get your payment under Square, Clover, or PayPal, goes right into one of those accounts. And most trucks have either Square or Clover or a PayPal account anyways. And those payment vendors process the payment, whatever rate they offered you when you signed up with them. Food Truck Pub is free. There's a $1 convenience fee, though, that we add on to the cost of the order that the customer pays.
Right.
So it's always free for food trucks. It's $1 extra if you integrate with Square and you want it going into your Square account. It's $1.25 for Clover, but mind you, the customer is paying that. We add that fee onto the order as a convenience fee, and the customer pays it. So if you've configured us for Ship Day, it will also send that delivery order over to Ship Day automatically. And, you can manage all of your delivery orders using Ship Day. You can see, where it needs picked up if you're a delivery driver, because, maybe that food truck is parked, over on Main Street. It'll show where the food truck is parked. The driver app, the Ship Day driver app, will allow you to see those orders that you've been assigned. You can accept or reject them. And then from there, there's different statuses. The delivery driver can click and say, "Hey, I'm picking up this order now." As soon as it gets assigned, the customer gets a text message,
Right?
And the customer can actually follow this, almost like the Domino's Pizza app, where they can see, all right, the driver's picked it up,
Right.
he's now on the way, and then the driver marks it complete after he's dropped off the delivery. And then there's a proof of delivery option where they can have the customer sign, on their device, or they can take a photo of the. I'm not sure what they would be taking a photo of. Maybe
The bag.
Yeah, for the bag. I'm not sure, but that's an option. They can upload a photo. And then
I only ate half your food.
Right.
Eating the tacos.
But what's cool is ratings are part of it too, because it asks you to rate your delivery.
That's
so the
nice.
Oh,
customer
that's
while they're
nice.
inside,
That's really nice.
Yeah, they can
If they
select
ate
a
it.
smiley face, a frowny face, or a regular straight face if it was just good.
Right.
But the customer gets these text messages, and they can click the link in the text message, be brought to a web page, and actually see the status of their order, and even where the driver's at on a map. So it's pretty cool.
Where are these drivers coming from? So we had talked about, I think, us banding together and hiring a crew of 6 to 10 drivers during the peak season, everybody chipping in and paying them so they're getting $15-20 an hour. But it sounds to me like this is an Uber scenario where is Ship Day paying these drivers, or is it just on tips?
No, that's completely up to you. It's between you and your delivery drivers. Ship Day does not supply just like random drivers to assign to an order. It's up to you to go into your Ship Day account, hire or have an arrangement with delivery drivers, and they can go online and offline in the driver app so that they can even be auto dispatched orders.
Okay.
But it's up to you to kind of manage those drivers and hire them. But here's the cool thing. You could probably arrange it with some of these drivers. Listen, I'm not an attorney and I don't pretend to be, but if it were me and I was a food truck, I would absolutely try to find some younger kids or just somebody who wants to make some money on the side doing deliveries. And I would have an arrangement with them, because in Food Truck Pub, you can configure a delivery fee. You can make it whatever you want. So I would probably go in there and configure like a $3 delivery fee that the customer would pay if they want their food delivered. And then when the customer's checking out and paying, they can also leave a tip. So right there, you have a $3 delivery fee that you're going to pay the driver. And that would be you paying the driver, but you would be getting that money off of the customer for the delivery fee. And then let's say that the customer tips an extra $3. So for that delivery order, you would use the export orders to Excel on the reporting dashboard in Food Truck Pub. It shows every order and shows all that money. You see how much delivery fee was charged for that order to the customer. You see how much gratuity was charged, like in another column in Excel. Just add those two columns up for every order that driver delivered, pay them that money. Didn't cost you a dime. You got a delivery driver who's able to make, both a tip and a delivery fee that was charged to the customer, and no skin off your back, being the food truck owner. If they want a delivery, they're going to pay extra for delivery.
That's cool.
That's the way of the world.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a lot less expensive than 30% on my, $70 bill going to somebody's house feeding the whole family.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool.
I mean, that's
have a couple drivers, tell them where you're parking your truck at. Say, hey, run some deliveries for me tonight, and they can accept or reject them.
Right.
But it's up to you. If the customer pays that delivery, it's up to you ultimately to get that food into their hands. So hopefully your drivers accept the orders.
Right.
But that's it in a nutshell. It's pretty cool because it's once again it's another free offering that the Food Truck Pub is offering to integrate with for Ship Day. It's a very quick setup, man. I went in, after we completed the integration, I went in, created my own Ship Day account, copy pasted my API key into Food Truck Pub, configured to allow a delivery order. Then I placed a test delivery order to myself. I got a notification in my Ship Day app that a delivery order was now in Ship Day for me. I assigned it to my fake driver that I had created in Ship Day. The driver app then popped up and allowed me to accept or reject it. Now, if I accept it as a customer gets a text message, can click on the link to view the status of the order. And then using the Ship Day driver app, you can change the status of it, to show it along the way until ultimately you're at the door.
I see we're going to have a training course on this, I think, but it would be really beneficial.
Very, very easy. Yeah,
it
very,
seems
very
super easy to use. Looks nice and easy.
That's pretty cool. So how did you come into the Ship Day platform? I mean, is this something you have been working with them on for some time, or?
No, you know what? I got to give props. A food truck owner who has a brick and mortar. Her name's Amanda Shavira. She lives in Texas. She has a catering company called Fresh and Fruity. It's a brick and mortar. She also has a food truck with it. I don't think she's actively using the food truck yet, or at least not yet this year. But she told me about it. It was an interest to her to have that functionality for her brick and mortar, so that she could take orders using Food Truck Pub and be able to have deliveries. I think one of her things would be like fruit baskets and edible arrangements, those kinds of things that she delivers.
Mm-hmm.
So she wanted this type of thing, but she also has an association of businesses in her small town, and they, crazydeliveries.com is the website that she owns. She lives in a very, very small town. They are currently using another platform for orders. but it's a very manual effort for them to do all these things behind the scenes to get the deliveries to happen and to pay people out. So we took kind of that hard work out of it by automatically integrating with Ship Day.
Nice.
So it's just automatic for her now. So, hopefully she's already starting to leverage it. But, that was the goal, to make something super simple, stupid to use if you want to offer deliveries as being a food truck.
So I'm in my Foodtruck.pub app right now on my desktop, and I'm looking to where I would actually find this to turn this on.
Okay, go to settings.
Yep.
Click on pick up delivery, that tab.
Gotcha.
And scroll to the bottom where it says Ship Day integration.
There it is. Look at that. So send all delivery orders.
And really, it's the checkbox.
So you got to go over to Ship Day first, right?
Yeah, you'll want to create a free Ship Day account.
Okay.
And then under your account in Ship Day, there'll be an area for you to generate an API key for yourself. And then you just copy paste it into that text box there in Food Truck Pub.
And then click save.
Yep.
That's cool, man. That's super cool.
Pretty badass, dude.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Food Truck Brit over here, my cohort, has been downloading sound bites all week. So we got I'm just now looking at this for the first time in a week. So my throttling's set up, my loyalty rewards are there, my coupons are there. So I don't know if you're a food trucker out there that's tuning in right now, but if you haven't taken a look at the platform that we're talking about, which is foodtruck.pub, if you haven't signed up for it yet, we highly recommend that you consider doing so. And again, we had discussed this in previous episodes, that you don't really have to limit yourself to one app in particular. There are a number of them out there that could feed opportunities to you, but this platform, from my standpoint, as far as its ease of use and all of its capabilities, is probably one of the more robust platforms out there. And now with the delivery option,
yeah, it's solid.
I mean, all we got to do is just basically create a pool of drivers.
Yeah, just get people, get on board with. I would rather deliver for a food truck than McDonald's and
right, picking up fast food stuff. So do you see like the evolution of this Ship Day to being integrated with drivers? I mean, I would think that would be the next logical step for a platform like that, because it seems like it's very difficult for people to hire anybody nowadays. I don't know. I mean, what's your thoughts on that? Do you see that potentially happening?
You talking to me, Tony?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't see your faces, so I don't know who's talking to who.
You mean you don't have us turned in live?
No, you got to send me the link. You always just send me the phone number. I thought maybe you thought I was ugly or something.
Well, I'll tell you what.
But some of your viewers
we're not far away from getting into our goal of having the amount of subscribers that we want. So you can go on YouTube and subscribe to our channel.
Yep, there you go. We're at 73.
I've got a face for radio. Yeah.
So yeah, no, we do it live. We turn on a little camera here in our studio so everybody can watch and take part in the conversation. But yeah, I mean, don't you think that would make logical sense from that platform standpoint to operate similar to an Uber?
Yeah, we could definitely go that direction for sure, especially with a product like Ship Day. The one thing that they do have, which is pretty cool, is a very easy to use web service to call. So one of the web services that they offer is the ability to create drivers. So from that perspective, yeah, you could essentially, Food Truck Pub could actually have drivers sign up to be drivers with Food Truck Pub. Behind the scenes, we may end up creating them, in Ship Day, The only thing is, I don't know if they need to be assigned specific accounts in ShipDay, because what I'm seeing right now that ShipDay has is, you can send orders and you can create drivers, but I think they have to be tied to somebody's account. In other words, you have to be a restaurant or food truck that creates an account with ShipDay, and you have your own drivers linked to you, is what I mean by that.
Okay.
So they don't really have, from what I can tell, a way to plug in and automatically just kind of have a pool of drivers that can deliver to any restaurant. The drivers are right now assigned to one account in ShipDay. So I'd have to reach out to them to see if that was a potential possibility to have basically just people just register as drivers. If you're in the area of a food truck, you see a delivery order come in, accept it, and then basically then you could just piggyback on top of the rest of the functionality that the ShipDay already offers, right?
Yeah, I mean,
the order, messaging going out, that kind of thing.
There's obviously got to be some sort of I don't know what you would call it, risk involved in them doing that, because you've got now I don't know, you hear some of these horror stories about certain Uber drivers, and it's kind of like, I don't know if that's probably something that they'd want to take on from a risk standpoint, but at the same time, it's like I could see where if this is all they want to do is just deliver food, as opposed to delivering people, because some people just don't get along with other people.
Right.
Especially when they're in the back seat of the car throwing up, But
Right.
I mean, if it's just food that you're delivering, I can see where it's a safe method of delivering food, to the masses from multiple locations. And it would be nice if there was a pool of those that are vetted, have modern cars that aren't going to break down, and they have insurance. And, if those types of people were readily available on that platform to select from, let's just say I'm a food truck and I'm parked and I pull my food truck in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I enter my zip code, and boom, there's 10 drivers within, 10 miles of me that I could say, hey, this guy looks cool, or this girl looks cool, or, let's just click on all of them. And hey, all 10 drivers within 5 miles of my truck, guess what? Here's some orders. I'm setting up from 4 to 8. Anybody want to run for me? I mean, that would be awesome. They'd already be in there.
Yeah. Looking at their website under pricing, their starter package, which is always free, and that allows up to 300 deliveries a month. It allows for unlimited drivers. So with that said, there's nothing stopping you right now from, hiring 10 drivers and adding them into your ShipDay account. And then if, you were friends with another food truck owner who also wanted to use those same 10 drivers, they could, add those drivers into their account with ShipDay too. I don't know what that would look like necessarily from the driver's side. Like, would they have to keep logging out and logging in as a different account? I'm not sure, but they do have unlimited drivers in here listed.
Well, it seems to me like as an association, all we got to do is just get busy hiring some delivery drivers that want to utilize this technology and work on a part-time basis and deliver food truck food.
Ding.
Right.
Ding. Light bulb. No. Show me the money. Well, that's awesome, my friend.
Right on.
I really appreciate you coming back on the program and explaining this all to everybody, because I can see where people are going to potentially take advantage of this relationship that you've got with ShipDay. So now that I know where to go on my particular app and put this in, I will set me up a ShipDay account, and I will get my API. I'll plug it in there and I will click save. So I'm gearing up myself. So hopefully, I'll be entering all my menu information soon, and then we'll be ready to rock out here in the next month or so.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
All right, bud. I appreciate you coming on. We will talk again soon. We'll stay in touch. You keep cranking out this technology, man. We'll have you on every week.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. It was a pleasure talking with you again, and have a good week.
All right, bud. We'll talk at you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, there you have it. That's Mr. John. And cool, I mean, here's the cool thing about these apps and some of the people that we're meeting. Where's the food truck, for example? After we had them on, he's reached out to me a few times about, doing some stuff and onboarding trucks onto that platform. It's that these guys are willing to listen and integrate what we're telling them needs to be done.
Or bring their friends on who have these things and
Yeah.
and tying those together. I mean, like you said, for the girl out there in Texas, it kind of made sense for her. So,
I mean, that's really kind of the ideal scenario, because if we all band together and were to create a pool of drivers, and it wouldn't have to be that many if you think about it. I mean, 6 to 8 drivers could potentially work, multiple food trucks. Now, like he said, do you have to log out of ship day and log back in for another truck? Or, for example, Saturday, there's 10 trucks down there. Well, wouldn't it be cool to have like 6 drivers there
in that local area, yeah,
that we're
Be
all
ready.
Servicing all 10 of these drivers,
Not drinking
all these
green beer.
trucks, yeah, and just went out in a 5-mile radius around the Monkey Bar and were able to deliver all these, incoming food orders. I mean, that would be phenomenal.
Killer Saturday.
Well, yeah, for the food truck, it would make them a killing.
And for the delivery driver, it sounds like they would do pretty good too.
Yeah. I mean, even if you're adding $3 into the app as a fee to the consumer who pays that, and they're getting the tip that the consumer leaves behind, it could be one of those Xavier Cincinnati tips, man, where you get $2,000. Yes! What? But even if that, totals say just $6, all right, that's $6 that could potentially come off what you agreed to pay the driver. So if I agreed to pay you, I don't know, say $15 an hour to deliver food, and I'm charging the consumer $3 of that, now I'm only paying you $12, and then the tip that gets left behind, could come out of that too. I wouldn't take anybody's tips; I just include it. But now you're only paying the driver $12 an hour to deliver your food, and I don't know if you run in an hour's time within a 5-mile radius. I mean, you could potentially run, 8 to 10 orders.
Yeah, the trick's going to be having the orders,
right?
And I think as long as people are getting active, they're active on their social media, they're active in their communities and their associations, and they're sharing and caring and all of those great things, and we'll have some action.
Well, I think it comes down again to the marketing aspect, because obviously you've got to make the consumer aware of the app.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
If the consumer doesn't have the app on their phone, ship day, then obviously they're not going to see that there's, trucks available unless I'm mistaken. So you as a business would have to integrate this into your platforms. In other words, it would have to be known on your Facebook. Hey, you want to order from us?
Yeah.
Here's our link.
Right.
And I'm sure that this ship day or even foodtruck.pub
right.
would be the link that you want to push out the most
exactly.
to your consumers.
Yep.
So that you only have one link to go to. And yes, we do offer delivery, and it all runs through the foodtruck.pub app. So that would be kind of an interesting way to increase revenue this coming season. So if you guys are out there tuning in, it's free, so why not give it a shot?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to produce more revenue.
Yeah, I would think. But, sometimes, I mean, there's a lot on the plate when it comes to running a food truck, and the last thing people want to deal with is
that involves work.
Sorry.
I don't want to do that. That involves work.
But, I mean, as a food truck owner operator, you're not running 24 hours a day,
Right.
busy. So you're going to have that 2-hour period where you can play around with this. And it's not anything you have to turn on right away, because I'm looking at my platform on foodtruck.pub, and I can turn it on or I can turn it off. So if I don't have it all set up and ready to go yet, and I don't have a driver, I just don't turn it on.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, just like anything else on a food truck that you're trying to get to your customer, why don't you just ask them? And, if their response is, hell yeah, I'll get delivery, then, there's your sign. And then just let them know, look, I'm looking at doing this with, through Food Truck Pub or through, whatever the case is. That way you're getting it out to them.
Yep.
And then they're going to spread the word, man. If they're sitting at home, they're going to go bragging that they got delivery from your food truck, and and tell them to share that. And that right there is going to be, how it happens.
So if you go into the foodtruck.pub app and you go into your settings and you click on advertise, it isn't for you to advertise yourself. It's for you to advertise the app itself. And so you can actually, there is print your food truck sign. So you can click on that button and say print sign. And all you got to do is have a printer with 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper in it. The other thing is when you sign up for foodtruck.pub account, it gives you your own unique food truck number. So, and then the other is your ordering link. And so that order link right there can be copied and pasted into your website, into your social media, into whatever. And then you can say to people, yes, you can order online. Here's my link.
Click it.
Yep. And so we have a website class coming up on April 19th. And this is where we can actually take this information, show you how to integrate it into your website. Especially if you're using either WordPress or the platform we're going to show everybody how to use. It's very simple to do. And then all of a sudden you've got a button there, it says order here. Consumer doesn't see any of this code. They don't see any of this link stuff. All they see is a button that says order here, and boom, they click it and
click on them.
Everything else is automated and takes place. And so if you don't want to increase your sales, don't do any of this. Don't listen. Don't do anything.
Don't do it.
But if you do want to increase your sales and you do want to earn more money this year, you've got to start taking on a lot of this technology and implementing it into your day-to-day operations. And one of the things that I like to do is to find the easiest method in the world to do this shit, because I hate doing all this stuff myself. I really do. But if it's like he said, if it's simple, stupid, and they're creating it in a manner that it makes it simple, stupid, then you know what? If you're not doing it, who's the dummy? You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to make any more money than what you're already making, then, that's not a good thing. You need to try and get out and hustle as much money as you want to make, potentially earn, I should say. So. And then they got it on the event calendar. There's another thing here. So, and then you've got a profit sharing referral code. Now, see, I didn't see this. If you are ready to make profit sharing from other food trucks and invite your fellow truckers, use this link, which contains your unique referral code. Share it on social media or any food truck groups you belong to. Okay, I'm going to share this link out. And then
there you go. Look, 20 cents. You get 20 cents.
You'll make 20 cents off of the convenience fee on every order for trucks you have referred.
So you don't have to do anything for money after one thing. Just do it once.
Right. So 20 cents off of every transaction, convenience fee. So
more money.
The consumers out there on somebody else's truck and they're ordering, I don't know, 100 tacos, transaction fee in a night, 100 transactions in a night, you're getting 20 cents for every one of those.
Yes. And you didn't do anything.
And you didn't do anything but refer.
You just touched some buttons.
Well, I mean, it's like the referral program we have for the association, fabrication part. I mean, you guys refer a fabrication project to us. We pay a percentage, and all that information's up on streetfoodventuresllc.com, where if you refer us to a consumer, they sign up with us, we fabricate their job. You basically earn a 3% commission. Well, some of our fabrication jobs are rather large projects. And so you stand a chance to make a significant commission for just referring us and using your referral code that we give to you when you sign up for the referral program. So we already have one person who who shall remain nameless, but
Number one sales guy.
number one sales guy on Facebook right now. He's defeating the Mexican ads.
Yeah.
So he's out constantly pushing, he's out on Facebook and social media, constantly, helping get the word out about the work that we do here and how we can help people, and we're rewarding him for it. So, and he's not the only one. There's another person that earned a commission too. So
Nice.
I think that method works for us because I don't want to spend a fortune on advertising what we do. And honestly, we have projects now that are going into the month of July. So it isn't like I want to be inundated with work right now, because we need to catch up and get caught up on all the projects that we already have in the works and make sure that they're out on the street in a timely manner and what we agreed to do for folks. So I think it's going to be an easy method, but I like this referral code here because this is just on orders. This is 20 cents basically for every convenience fee on every order. So it's highlighted too in big caps, every order. So there you go. If you guys aren't going to give this a shot, I don't know what to tell you, but there is the info on it. And it says right there, if you want to know the site, it is shipday.com. If you want to know the food truck platform, it's foodtruck.pub. And all you got to do is get those two onto your phone. And you can start making even more money than what you're already making. So there you go. We do have the Foodies app that's going to be, again, integrated this coming weekend, which is another great app. A lot of great features on that app as well. A lot of truckers will utilize the Street Food Finder app, which doesn't have, I don't think, near the amount of amenities that some of these other apps on the market do. But again, they were kind of first to market with the geolocating, and therefore everybody's kind of come used to using it. And so that's another app that you can utilize. So we got multiple ones. I mean, and you should have all of these, because once you set it up the first time, again, it's going back to
get in there and click buttons.
It's revenue channels, I mean, you have to have that funnel at the top, has to be as big as it can be for you to get as many leads coming in as you can possibly get from any direction whatsoever. And as they filter down that funnel and they go through all the qualification processes and that, coming out the end of that funnel, if you build it correctly and you kind of filter all the nonsense out, you're going to end up with, it's like holding your hand under, the slot machine and all the quarters coming out, man. It's like
It doesn't happen anymore.
No, I know. I know. But they can still put it on my player's card. So anyways, a couple of updates on the classes that we had scheduled for the 22nd and 23rd are being pushed back. Our friends over at the HCBC, which is the Hamilton County Small Business Development Corporation, are needing some more time to get the approval process done for all the different aspects of the program that we're putting together. And we've already given them the outline. And so everything's now in their hands. Unfortunately, again, it's red tape and government, so they don't move as fast as we do, When they came to us, we're like, yeah, we can do that. What do you want? So we outlined a course.
It's a simple question.
we organized it for them, put it all together, gave them a promotional flyer and said, okay, when you want to pick? And they said 22nd and 23rd. And that was, I don't know, a month and a half ago. So anyways, we are going to reschedule. Now, the website design class on the 19th of April is still going to take
Still
place.
happening.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. And we are going to have our member meeting for the association the first Tuesday of April as well.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's been too long that
Been
we
a
have
while.
not been able to get together with all of our fellow food truckers. Plus, we have so many new members that haven't met other members, and it's going to be kind of nice to get everybody together finally.
For
and
real
see
together?
people. Yeah, for real together.
Not like on a screen?
No, not virtual. We're not going to do the Zoom thing. And so we've we have a location right now that we are going to be able to host it at. That is going to, unfortunately, it's not big enough here for all the members that we have to put everybody, in such a tight space.
We can't fit them back there either.
No, we cannot fit them back there. There's I don't know, multiple trucks and trailers back there right now, and so no, they can't go in the shop.
TBD on location, or we just can't announce it yet.
TBD. As soon as we got to get this. So now that the new protocols are being lightened up, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
There are more facilities that are now agreeing to accommodate groups.
Mm-hmm.
And so this particular location that we want to do it at has to get approval that it's okay and safe. We anticipate probably 70 people. And so we just want to make sure that we can have the whole place that we want to use. So that it's kind of spread apart a little bit. So
cool.
But as soon as that happens, I can tell you the date is going to be the first Tuesday again in April. That is when we are typically meeting with all of our associates. Let me hang on a second. I'll scroll down to April. Yep, it's the 6th.
Awesome.
So the 6th of April, we will all get together, and it's going to be nice because there'll be some other things that we get to announce at that meeting that have been in the works all winter long. Obviously, one of those is the hub in Hamilton. So if you guys have been following along with that project, we have had a number of trucks reach out to us on how to get booked at the hub, and we will be pushing that information out via multiple apps. Not just the Foodies app. And so you will definitely know when we open those dates because it's going to come through SFF. It's going to come through Foodies. It's going to come through a number of different apps that you were probably already using as a food truck. So anyways, we have another guest that's going to be coming on with us here shortly. And we kind of talked about this, earlier about, so it's alcohol infused ice cream, which is kind of similar to Buzz Bull, I guess you'd say.
That place is
Creamery.
Good. Yeah, I like that place.
Except for that's kind of a brick and mortar scenario.
Right.
So, but they're tied in with Roll-On and Sushi, which is also one of our food trucks. And so I can see where Buzz Bull could easily open up a mobile scenario if they wanted to.
I mean, if the laws are, allow for the same thing that what he's done, down there, I don't see why not. But I really think, why reinvent it? I mean, this guy's done a really good job of getting it all set. So, there's some opportunity there. So we've got a couple minutes till he comes on. But yeah, I think that the cool factor is that no matter what's going on, he can pull into a neighborhood. And, not only is he taking care of the kids with, with ice cream, but, he has something that's a treat for, the adults.
Yep.
So I think it's cool.
So we had a, Mike Martin says I can do that in my spare time. Yeah, I got lots of that.
Well, you do between like 3:30 a.m. and 4.
About 3:30 and 4, I could probably work on this stuff. So for a lot of you that don't know me that well, I am literally up pretty much every day at 4 a.m. and I will spend the first 2 to 3 hours of the day working on website stuff and graphic stuff and social media stuff. Working on
and over and over and over. Yeah,
it's like Groundhog Day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wife, she's like, "What are you doing up?" And I'm like, "I'm on my 3rd cup of coffee, honey."
Yeah.
Well, this might be our friend Woody.
All right.
Let's see. Hey, is this Woody?
Yeah, it's Woody. How you doing?
We're doing good, brother. How are you?
Good. Let me
Yeah, you got to turn that down in the background. And
I used to do that on the radio all the time.
Us, man, he's been listening and watching. That's cool.
Did you subscribe?
Yes, I believe I did.
Awesome.
All right. Well, you're our 73rd. Yay! No. So
you guys are doing good things, man. So it'll, I'm sure you'll do real well.
Well, we appreciate it. You know, my goal when we first started this was to get to our first 100 subscribers. I thought we'd probably achieve that with the first episode, but apparently we suck at doing this. So it's fun to kind of share the knowledge of the industry with people, and if people tune in either tonight or tomorrow or next week or whenever they listen to the episode, they're going to learn something new, and hopefully it'll help somebody out someday down the road. But we just want to get to 100 subscribers. That's all we want to do.
We'll get there, Tony. We will get there.
I want to change the name of this damn YouTube channel, and YouTube has a law that says you have to have 100 subscribers before you can change your name to what your actual podcast is about. And I'm like, okay, so we've been struggling 5 weeks trying to get 100 subscribers.
YouTube.com/.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't just not go out because it's raining, you know.
That's right.
So,
there you go.
So you gotta keep pushing out.
So let's talk about Woody and what's going on with your business that you've created. So I understand that you were formerly a Army mechanic. Is that correct?
That is correct. Started out as a 63 Bravo light wheel diesel mechanic, and Fort Hood was my first duty assignment. And was working as a mechanic. Didn't know I was good at it until I started doing it. And I joined at a young age at 17 and went over 2 weeks before I was supposed to get out. They stopped, lost me, and sent my butt to Iraq. I said, I'm never going back. And after that, but I came home and got my degree in automotive, and went back 8 years contract in Iraq, Afghanistan, working on generators and air gaps and all that good stuff. About 160 mechanics working for me overseas.
Well, we thank you for your service, my friend.
You. Absolutely. Yeah, I was injured, and when I came home, I retired clean, and I can stay home and play Call of Duty the rest of my life if I want to, but that lasted about a week.
Well, that's a good thing. At least you're not one of those guys that want to sit on their butts all the time.
Nah, it's driving me crazy. And so I was looking for something to invest into. And I happened to run across an alcohol popsicle at a birthday party. And I was here in South Carolina. I was looking at the laws. I'm like, oh, this is a podcast, right? Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, this is
yeah, it's a podcast. You're free, brother.
I was like, oh, this is legally food, man. And so I made sure I did everything 100% legal, because when you do everything 100% legal, can't nobody tell you nothing when you're driving the speed limit.
That's right.
So yeah, we followed and abided all rules and pursued I decided to do an ice cream truck venture with it. And so we have kids ice cream, and then now we have adult popsicles. We've tried the ice cream. I heard him mention ice cream a minute ago. We've tried the ice cream. It does okay. People like it, but nobody wants to get hammered off mudslides. And so we did all popsicles.
Yeah, my wife had a bad experience with White Russians.
That's a really good point.
I think we all have at one point.
Yeah. So let's talk about the popsicles then. So the business is called Booze Pop, right?
Yes, sir. Yep. Trademark the name. Working. We got it registered right now. We're trademarking that and our logo, which I was trying to find the perfect logo. And what I did there was set down all the famous logos, everything from Caterpillar to Coca-Cola, and look and see what they have in common. And that's when we decided simple is better.
Yeah.
And so we decided the Booze Pops logo. It looks great and it's doing wonderful.
Yeah, that's cool.
So let's get into the nitty gritty of the state laws down there. So obviously you're permitted to put out X amount of alcohol in a food item. So what is that percentage when it comes to a popsicle?
They're actually considered food products.
Yeah.
There's no justification on the alcohol percentage. It just boils down to, is it classified as food or liquor? And in this state, they're considered food. And with that, they get anywhere you can sell a taco, we can sell a Booze Pop.
And what you're saying, Woody, is you could have any volume.
So you're saying
alcohol.
that this thing, if you could freeze vodka, this thing could be 100% free.
If it's served as a food product, it really boils down to the question: is is a popsicle a drink or is it a food? In South Carolina, it's a food.
Yeah, if it's on a stick, it's a food.
Well, yeah, it's in a tube packaged, right?
Or an Otter Pop.
Yeah.
And that's when I figured out Jello shots are food. I was like, oh wow. I had those.
So we're now doing booze, pops, and Jello shots. That's a good name. I like that.
That's right. Yeah, but we're family friendly. With the alcohol manufacturer, I figured out that they can only advertise to 21 and over. But when you're family friendly, that you can promote to everybody. And so we try to have a more wholesome approach to our advertising.
Yeah.
As well as, how pissed off these kids would be if they come out of the truck and I got no ice cream.
Right. No SpongeBob.
They'll be mad. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure.
Speaking on that, I saw SpongeBob was the number one seller with the kids, and I was like, well, damn, I got to find all the SpongeBob's for the adults now.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we've done.
So what are some of the flavors? Give me some ideas of what you guys are coming up with concoction-wise.
I tell you, when I first started, there was maybe one or two brands in the entire industry, and I searched everywhere. And definitely a rapid growing business. The frozen alcohol, the soccer moms are feeling a lot less guilty having one in their hand versus a drink. So definitely with that. So what I did was I wanted to create the Walmart of frozen alcohol, and when I couldn't find products in the beginning. Now they're like showing up at my front door without me asking, like, please carry us. And what we do is we take them downtown and we test them with customers. We test our products with customers after they buy something, so they'll give us the truth. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you hand out free food. Yeah, that's good. But after they buy something, they'll definitely tell you the truth on the product. And so we look for the ones that are, oh my God, that's amazing. It's the best I've had over and over. And once we hit that a bunch of times, then we reach out to the manufacturer and we lock in the products on the exclusivity retail agreement is what we have.
Okay.
And we do that.
Is that by market or is that just down there or what?
For the food trucks.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have agreements of we'll have exclusivity on the food trucks. So because I franchise the business. And because every other customer is asking me, do you franchise? So I was forced to franchise. And we have one in Myrtle Beach, and we have the exclusivity specifically for the fact so we don't have other food trucks rolling up on the franchisees, trying to compete with the same brands.
Right.
That's nice, yeah.
And so now we've got the best in the United States products. I have actually best, so in the world, I have products coming out of South Africa, Canada, and we search for these and we put them all together. And it does really, really well. And everybody's happy. Now you have all these manufacturers that are competing against each other right next to each other. I tell them if you're confident in your products, you'll let the customer decide. So we got an entire menu designed by customers, which are all SpongeBob's for adults. And then we also have the non-alcohol products as well. So anybody walks by our truck, we get that WTF look. And I found that to be the best marketing so far.
Yeah.
So I'm on the products page right now, and I'm taking a look at, let's see, healthy options, 15% alcohol by volume, organic spiked ice. Now, I am a huge craft beer lover here in Cincinnati, and I can tell you that some of the most powerful beers that I drink aren't even 15% ABV. So
I've had people doubt it. I have people doubt them, and then it never works out good for them once they start aiming them.
Well, yeah, 15% ABV. That's pretty. So, what's the liquid ounces on one of these?
It's about 100. It's 100 milliliters. So, and give you a good example. I'm not going to call out their name, but I had two other food truckers. Kind of doubt our products. And I think one of them passed out on the floor of the food truck and the other one got arrested trying to race somebody down the street.
Oh, my God.
I told you not to doubt them.
Jeez, man. Wow.
I think this is a few months ago. I was like, I told you not to doubt them, man. And, and I had a lot of flack from the city when I first opened because, I figured out a legal way to sell alcohol. And it upset the mayor here in Charleston. And they ended up writing a letter to the governor of South Carolina, and basically it made Fox News. And they came to my house. I'm like, look, Fox News, we're just trying to bring communities together one booze pop at a time. It was a veteran-owned business. And so it really, people started coming out and supporting us. And I've been sober for about 5 years. And so I see myself in a lot of these people that we're dealing with coming out of the bars, the patrons. If they're hammered and insisting on a booze pop, I sell them a kid SpongeBob for $3 and say, here you go, let's get you right. And then I help them get an Uber home.
Awesome,
and so what we've done with the food trucks is this is how we promote it to the cities as well, is we're creating safe places to go, because otherwise these people will be going into dark parking lots doing, drugs or prostitution or whatever else. So we light it up, and we really take the approach like, hey, let's help that guy. I've been that guy once. And so I said, I don't put him in front of the truck because he'll throw up. And so I put him in the back of the truck. And when I say in the back, I mean outside, and where a lot of them can't walk, and I'm taking their phone out of their hand, getting them an Uber, and giving them a free bottle of water. That's why we have free bottle of water at all our trucks, and I found that to be a valuable marketing tool as well.
Nice.
So gourmet 8% wine pops. I'm assuming there's probably different flavors on those, like red wine, Chablis, champagne, something like that.
Oh yeah, we got a couple. We have a lot more than something. I haven't updated the website in a while. We did more of a placeholder. The Facebook and Instagram shows a lot more just of our daily activities. But no, we got everything from wine to foot long triple shots. They're actually 15 inches, but I can't scream 15 inches to people who walk by.
Holy crap!
That's awesome.
Yeah, that wouldn't work out too good with the soccer moms we're trying to promote too. But I knew this business was a hit after I put it together. I drove through a neighborhood. I'm not sure how it was going to go, and it really turned into there were soccer moms and kids at every 3 mailboxes, and I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
And so it really just took off, man. And then from there we won, because we're legally food. We won best food truck in Charleston 3 years running. We've been open since July 2016. And we're expanding. We're getting into Myrtle Beach. We're getting outside the state. We're working on that. We're going to cater the business to each state's liquor laws so we can operate, whether take a catering liquor license or a regular liquor license being on private property. So.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you want to share any franchising information, but what's the process? Like, I mean, obviously it's
basically,
state, so.
you can go on the website. You're just on boozepop.com, boozepops.com. Either one of those, I'll take you to it. And you click more info on the franchising, and you'll send an email there, and our HR department will reach out to you for have you sign some paperwork so we can give you discussions. And then if you want to move forward, standard franchise agreement, break it down. You're looking between 60 to 80 to franchise, based on, how big you want to go. Or you can go a lot bigger if you want to, with the Mercedes or versus Transit or anything like that. So.
Right. So your franchising fee obviously is not only the inventory that you would carry on it, but that includes the vehicle too, and the wrap and all that kind of stuff.
Everything. And also the inventory that comes with it. If you sold everything that came with the franchise that day, you would have just made all your money back.
Gotcha.
Nice.
So
that's cool.
But my emphasis on where the franchises are going to go, I'm putting an emphasis on the veterans.
Yeah.
The main reason being is 99% of the people coming up to the truck are happy, and they're going to help with that PTSD and restore their faith in humanity. So I think it's a good thing, and veterans can take orders. So,
well, that is true. I did my time myself, my friend. I was in the 82nd Airborne Division for a while. So
yeah. Oh yeah, that's where my brother was at, man. He was at North Carolina.
Yeah.
Well then. So yeah, I'm very familiar with Fayetteville. I think they call it Vietnam now.
Yeah, they called it back then too. Same.
Yeah.
So I think this is a pretty cool opportunity. I wonder if I'm pretty sure that because I have a company here locally too called Brew City Sausage Company, and we make and manufacture all of our sausage with craft beer, local craft beers. And
Nice.
when we were looking at, the laws here in Ohio, we found out that if it's used in food, it's not considered to be anything that you have to put on the packaging. And so I think this would probably fly here in not just Ohio, but in the greater Cincinnati market. I think this would be an ideal opportunity for any aspiring foodpreneur out there that's wanting to get into something like this.
Especially maybe somebody that doesn't have like a culinary background. They're not a cook.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
but they love customer service. They love dealing with people, vets, especially, they definitely want to get out there. I think this is a great idea. I do have a question for you, Woody. Who does the build outs on the vans for you? Do you have a particular place, or you got any, kind of, you do it yourself?
Well, I did that. Well, that's the great thing about being, very convenient with our business is I don't need a generator. You can run inverters or cold plates. But basically I've designed the trucks myself and, put the window, etc. And we do everything like that. And the wrap, we have a certain wrap guy we use. I mean, it's, standard stuff.
Cool.
But a lot of, I see a lot of food trucks don't take pride in their appearance, but that's the main thing customers see first.
Yep.
Mhm.
And so that's one of our biggest priorities is, the show. And because when they can go to the gas station and buy a beer for 50 cents or whatever, or go to the bar and pay $6, and they're paying that $6 for the experience. So you want to make that experience enjoyable as possible. I had a chef one time at a really, really nice restaurant here in Charleston. I was like, man, why does your food taste so good? And he said, it's not just the food, it's the atmosphere. And he called me later on. I'm like, that's exactly right. And so we make sure that anybody visiting the Booze Pod truck is going to be smiling and dancing. And trust me, we have that. We have that every weekend.
It looks like it. We're looking through the pictures right now.
Yeah, we're scrolling through the Instagram right now.
Looks like you've had some famous, some famous people show up at the Booze Pops trucks. It's pretty cool, man.
And we had DMX, the rapper. He actually jumped out. He's like, "Hey, you got any of that Hennessy, dog?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna Hennessy."
Yeah. Craig's a little crazy.
Henny Pop.
Yeah. He's cool though. Nice guy.
Everything we can get, man.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
We had David Hasselhoff endorse us.
Yeah, I saw that.
Akon, he sang us in his song. And I even had Carol Baskin do a shout out for our Tiger.
I saw that too. I saw Tony scrolling through. I was like, where do I rank? And it was
where I didn't see that.
Scroll up. She's right up here. Keep going. You missed it.
I did not see that.
Yeah, she was in there. She was in there.
Who's the one with the guitar?
It looks like
I have one there. We actually drove the truck twice last year to LA from South Carolina for the Emmys and the Grammys.
Oh, that's awesome.
After party.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's a 36-hour drive, but, I see it as publicity driving across the United States promoting my brand.
Hell yeah. It sounds like an awesome time.
Yeah, I think the one on the guitar is Cage. Another one holding a lemon pop is Cage the Elephant, who won a Grammy the next day. And so, I mean, it's been a crazy ride. At first, when I first met a celebrity, I was like, oh my God. When I think Jamie Lee Curtis and Judy Greer came by the truck.
Damn.
But now it's just getting to the point, like, how valuable are you on social media?
Yeah.
And so it gives you a different viewpoint once you start, just getting around it. And, really, I'm a firm believer in when you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, you will.
There she is.
Oh, yeah. No shit.
Yeah, man.
That is hilarious, dude. I just watched the David Hasselhoff endorsement video. That's funny.
Yeah, this is really cool.
That was during the pandemic, man. The soccer moms, like, they blew us up during the pandemic. It turned my youngest daughter was just born during the pandemic, so that was fun.
Wow.
And I told my girl, I was like, I'm going to check out the neighborhood, see how they're doing. And it was like Zombieland, like, Booze Pod. I was like, oh, it was more than I expected because everybody's stuck in the house going nuts.
Yeah.
Especially the moms with the kids, and it's time for them to get a little break.
Yeah, they had to go pull a couple bucks. pull a couple bucks out of their pocket. All, oh, what do you mean? I can get one of my own with
Yeah.
alcohol in
She's
it?
yelling to the husband, man. Honey, I'm going to the ice cream truck with the kids. I need $50.
$50.
Oh yeah, every time, and then they're flirting with you because you're the bartender. So
Yeah.
well, your husband's right behind you.
Where's
No,
that
Miss Jones.
15% icicle?
Now here's where the tie-in is. I wonder if we could get the last food, if we could go food truck pub via Booze Pops.
Yeah, I see where
Now-
you're going with that.
Now we've got delivery of Booze Pops.
Now we got delivery of Booze Pop. All right, dude. I'll
Well,
take a
that's about it,
franchise here in Cincinnati. I just want the entire market, though.
Yeah, we gotta have lockdown.
Yeah, we gotta have a
absolutely.
lockdown. Yeah, I want.
No, of course.
All right.
My girl's from Cleveland, so she's been wanting to put one on Ohio. So.
All right.
Okay, well, we'll lock down the Cincinnati market. I think Britt and I might have to go in on this one.
Okay, you'll call me tomorrow.
Okay.
You're talking about delivery. We actually purchased one of the three. You seen the 3-wheel slingshots
Oh yeah.
for a motorcycle? Yeah, that's our delivery vehicle, aka tax write-off. And so we'll get there quick
I love
if
it.
you place an order.
That's awesome. Before they freeze. Yeah. Or
That
before
looks like-
before they thaw out.
This dude looks like Cheech and Chong over here.
Yeah. Didn't Tommy Chong come to the truck?
No, he did an endorsement for us.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he was pretty stoned when he did it.
Yeah.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. I love this.
So I watched the ad. I was like, you had one line.
That's awesome, dude. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you spending some time with us tonight and introducing this. So, obviously, you're going to be. I mean, how many franchise states do you have at this point? I mean, did you just start this franchising, or what's going on with that aspect of it?
The franchising is something that I'm offering, as well as us expanding at the same time, because every customer is requesting it. So I felt like I was forced to franchise as well.
Yeah.
I mean, in the food truck industry, you figure out how to make $1. You just got to turn that into how to make $1 million. Because if you can make one, you can make $1 million. You got to figure out how to do it.
So
And,
I gotta tell you this. I saw a post about 2 weeks ago on Facebook, and somebody asked a question in one of these food trucker groups, and they said, "How do you make $1 million in this business?" And I said, "Well, it's pretty simple.
You work your ass off.
Yeah, all you gotta do is open up a taco truck and sell 333,333 tacos at $33 a piece." I said, "You'll be a millionaire." That's all you gotta do.
Exactly. So that's exactly right.
Got 'em all like
But it really boils down to how bad do you want it. And when you don't go out because it's raining or you trust the weatherman, you don't want it that bad.
No.
If I shut it down every time it says it's going to rain or be cold, even though we have the only popsicle that can warm you up, we still go out.
I think you're ready for Shark Tank, dude.
Man. Nah, he's beyond Shark Tank.
I think it's time to go on and hit up Barbara Cochran. She'd be all over this one.
Well, this is fun. I mean, this is fun for me, man. It really is. And I never imagined being an ice cream man, but instead of flying around Afghanistan checking on 160 nasty mechanics, I'm checking on pretty ladies eating popsicles.
There you
That's
go.
a lot better. And it's keeping me busy and build something for the next generation. So you
Yeah.
gotta be passionate about what you're doing.
And there, I bet you when you were over in the sand trap over there, this is probably the last thing you ever thought you'd be doing.
I don't know. Maybe he was dreaming
Yeah,
of popsicles out there in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, there's not very much ice cream out there, I can tell you that.
Well, listen, Woody,
But,
good talking with you, my friend. I think we'll be staying in touch with you and checking in on the progress of Booze Pops. And hell, who knows, maybe we're going to spring one up here in Cincinnati, Ohio pretty soon.
Summer to
Oh, yeah.
2021.
I'll bring all the brands. I'll bring all the brands up there. So.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Awesome.
brother.
Thanks, Woody.
I want you to
Hey,
ship me
man.
one of those 15% ABVs. I got to try one of those.
I know
man.
y'all was trying to get me send some. I was slammed with like 6 trucks going. He's like, "Hey, can you send me some free popsicles?" I'm like, "Oh man, come on, man!
No, man, I would have paid for them.
Saturday, the mailbox, the post office ain't even open right now. They're about to close.
I'd be more than happy to pay for one
Yeah,
of these 15% ABV
No,
ones.
I'll
I
do it.
gotta try
I
it.
can send samples. I can send samples.
Yeah,
I can send
you're
you
allowed to
samples.
send
That's not a problem.
samples. You can't sell it, right?
Oh, you can't buy
Yeah,
them.
I was thinking about that.
No,
after I
not
asked.
online across state lines.
That's
No.
right. I was thinking about that
So-
after I asked you for that, Woody.
Well,
so.
if you so kind-heartedly would send me a sample of that 15% ABV, I would love to try that one.
Absolutely. I'll send them all to you because they're all good. I mean, the whole menu is designed by customers, and you can't go wrong doing that.
Hell yeah,
Awesome,
man.
brother.
So,
Thanks, Woody. Appreciate it, man.
All right,
All right.
man. Thanks.
I
Thanks,
appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yes,
All
sir.
right,
we'll talk to you
at you.
soon.
What a cool concept.
told you,
I mean,
man.
just not. I mean, obviously there are other people who have done, the frozen
Yeah.
alcohol infused, but
not like this though.
but not like this. I mean, just the people that have endorsed this, it's like, crazy. So, I mean, it looks, from the looks of the Instagram page, it's as if, this thing is all over the country, and yet it's predominantly based down right now in South Carolina. So, there's a lot of Hollywood celebs on here. Mumford and Sons on here. I mean, that's crazy, dude. That many people would get a kick out of something like this. So
That's awesome. Yeah, I figured you might like this one.
absolutely. Good call, my cohort
Hey, man.
friend. That's why we call you Food Truck Brit, brother.
Just
Always
digging
looking out.
in, man. Digging in.
Always
Waiting for
looking
those
out.
food truckers to call me and promote their business, and we'll get them on the show. It's good stuff, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's nice to get some reach out there, though. South Carolina, and not that it's not that far. It is a good, it's a nice destination. People are going to be heading there. I figured it'd be nice to get Woody some promo, and I mean, they're going to go down there and do it anyway, But it's, I think it's a great idea. It's definitely something that could grow, and as long as you're within the bounds of the law, and like he said, keeping it on the up and up, you should be fine. But yeah, if you any interest in the franchise, guys, reach right out to him. He is super responsive. I mean, I literally sent him a message. He got right back with me. So, definitely a good guy, and we appreciate his service.
We're gonna have to try this with the hard seltzers.
Yeah, I knew I'd get you going. I knew I'd get you going.
Well, I mean, think about all the hard seltzer flavors that are out there.
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to do is further the brand. Instead of it coming out of a damn can, you could wrap it up in a popsicle wrapper and sell it as a.
Like he said, a lot of these companies actually, they have these products, and they're trying to find a way to get them to market, or to get more of them to market.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity
My
for
wife-
all involved.
My wife's listening. She's like, "Shut up, you dummy! Shut up! Shut up!
Stop it!"
Don't tell everybody." No, see right there. I like that picture. Look at that vodka martini, peach, cherry, apple, lemon. Oh my god!
And at 17,
Can you confirm with him tomorrow that he's going to send samples, please? Because I gotta try that 15%.
Yeah, I didn't realize after I'd sent that message. I was like, "Oh yeah, duh, he can't do that. We'll be getting a ATF call."
Yeah. No, I mean, I've had lots of 12 and a couple of 15% ABV craft beers from, stouts and porter side of the food or the beer business, but I've never had a 15% ABV popsicle before. So I would definitely like to try that one.
Yeah,
Well, that's pretty cool.
good stuff.
Yeah. So hopefully everybody tuning in tonight again. You've been listening to Food Trucker Magazine. Click the subscribe button, please. Help us get over this stupid 100 marker requirement from YouTube, so that we can change the name of our YouTube channel. That would be awesome. I mean, it only takes a second to subscribe. Every week, we try to feature something that's going to help your business grow. Some weeks are better than others. Tonight was very informative. I want to thank our guest coming on from Foodtruck.pub. That's second time we've had him on, and I think he's doing a lot of the same thing on his end. He just has the wherewithal to do it on a coding side and making life easier for all of us in the food trucking business. So, and then, ship day. I mean, hell, if you guys ain't going to try that, there's no reason that you shouldn't. I mean, it's free, 300 orders a month, even if all you do is 300 orders a month and you don't go into the paid version, those transactions, all of them, according to their site right now, as far as their pricing structure, it's free. So why wouldn't you try it? So you can add. My only thing is the driver's thing. We got to get the driver pool together, so to speak. But now there's the technology they can use. So that makes it a whole lot easier, because before this, I wasn't even aware of this ship day platform that could give us unlimited drivers to be added into my pool. That's kind of cool.
It's very cool.
Yep. So anyways, we're going to cut out again early tonight. We got both a couple of places to be. But we will look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday at the Monkey Bar and Grill. We will be down there with all of our food truckers, and starting at 10 a.m., man. Cakes and eggs. So.
Your breakfast, sir.
The
Peace.
person you're trying to reach is drunk. Please try your call again.